Hey, I'm Brian from BMA Comics Con, and this is your weekly video where we take a look at the comics coming out next week, and today we'll be looking at the comics coming out March 20th. This is the story of Spider-Man through the years, as they tell real-world events through Spider-Man. 2018 Spider-Man game is getting a comic book to go along with it. There will be additions to the game, but mostly this is an adaptation, I believe. G. Willow Wilson is starting a saga about two women who learn of a conspiracy between the religious controlling faction and mega corporations. One of the women is a religious follower, the other a freighter pilot. When war threatens the Moonshire Isles, legendary heroes return to defeat the forces of an unthinkable foe. The War of Realms is a big Marvel event of 2019 that Jason Aaron has been leading to for years. This is the prelude before the event starts next month. The Teen Titans and Deathstroke crossover story starts here. The Teen Titans are going after Deathstroke. This story will cross over between the Teen Titans and Deathstroke comics. This is a new chapter in the story about a Yakuza tattoo artist that wants to make a life for herself away from the gang. As transplant recipients flood the streets of Freetown, Jedediah Jenkins does the only thing that makes sense as his life's work begins to implode: fishing. The action picks up in this issue as Batman chases his foe all throughout Gotham in hopes of putting an end to these nightmares. Nama is growing in power by killing Kaylee. Will Aquaman be able to save Kaylee, or is Nama too strong already? Superman is trapped in a tomb of other Supermen. There's no light, so his powers are limited. Will he be able to escape? Meanwhile, the rest of the Justice League meet sixth-dimension future versions of themselves. Joker's daughter is going through an identity crisis, similar to Rick Grayson, and Bloodhaven is where she's choosing to make a name for herself. Damage is on his monster island to which he has been banished. Problem is, he's human 23 hours of the day, and yet he has a plan that could make him king of Monster Island. How effective is Warcry now that his secret identity has been revealed? Could this be the end of the Electric Warriors? If humanity has any hope, their team must get this child to the mysterious city of High Level, but the road is filled with wars, cults, and mafias. Will this non-believer even take the mission? Finally, the secret will be revealed. Who is Naomi, and what is her connection to Superman? Richard, an undercover FBI agent, is one step closer to finding the murderer, and the rivals to the organization he has infiltrated has found out about his investigation. Combat-optimized superhumans are now loose on Earth. The Conan train has pulled up right into the Marvel Universe. So this is an issue you won't want to miss, especially as a Conan fan now that he has made his way into the Marvel Universe. Question is, has Conan found a new Red Sonja and Scarlet Witch? The fate of Dracula will be determined here, and there may be a new king of the vampires at the end of this. Doc Samson has returned from the dead, and he will help an old patient of his. Yeah, the big green guy. She-Hulk joins Captain Marvel in her war on Roosevelt Island. Spider-Man and his new ally are going to need help to defeat the enemy below. 18 miles below, that is. The Vice Principal is on to Miles and has made it his mission to get down to the bottom of Miles' absence and tardies. Can Miles get his friends to help him evade the Vice Principal while still keeping his identity secret from them too? Eddie Brock has been partially cut off from the symbiote. Desperate and dying from cancer, he will go to the Maker for help. We continue the story from the Skrulls' point of view. Madison Warner must get intel she needs to help with the Skrull invasion. Her mission? Infiltrate a slumber party. The West Coast Avengers go undercover to get to the bottom of the Temple of the Shifting Sun. Cyclops has a list of things the X-Men must take care of. Is Wolverine any better than Loki at saving the universe from cosmic disaster? Someone is going to need to do something about this new Thanos threat, and it isn't going to be the Guardians of the Galaxy. Meet the Dark Guardians, the heroes the galaxy need. Conan descends into the Stagan catacombs in search of a mystical treasure. What mysteries does it hold, and can he trust his compatriots? Kancha has returned, but does Queen Trios have any regrets over what she has done? Hound is surrounded with no hope. Luckily, Enfys Nest has other plans for the smuggler. Abel has never received care or compassion before, or else he may not have run away. Could the carnival folk be different? the aliens strike back. The Frost is a dangerous place, and yet the unimaginable is about to happen. How are the Sangaris going to stop the unspeakable evil that's ravaging New York City if they can barely stay alive? Jacob's weekend taking care of his old mentor takes a turn for the worse. There's never been a cult like Cabelas. These are the end times. It's a turning point in Meka's life when she comes face to face with a stranger from her deep past. The future of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and all of New York City come down to a final negotiation between Splinter and Carey. Straight from the pages of Hellboy, Hellboy rejoins the BPRD, and this is the final battle to save humanity. It's tough, but April's going to do whatever it takes to pull off this last-minute party for her best friend for life, Joe's birthday. Art's quest has led her to the Unseelie Queen's palace and the terrible sacrifice she'll have to make to return home. There you have it, a look at the comics coming out next week. Subscribe to be notified next week when another video comes out, taking a look at the comics to come out for the following week. Thanks for watching this video. I appreciate you spending your time with me. I hope you have a good rest of your day. As always, please let me know what comics you're looking to in the comments below. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, Brian out.